Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Helzie here from SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Today I have a sneak peek preview project for you. Yes, we're sneak peeking from the new mini catalogue that goes live on the 4th of January, and the set that I'm showing you off today with is the Sweet Conversations stamp set. I have a really cute card using this stamp set that the minute I saw this in the catalogue I wanted to make. And normally when I see something in my head from just a stamp set and I try and make it, I'm then disappointed with how it looks, but not this time. I love it. Look at this, it's a Valentine's card. So I know, showing it you in December and Valentine's isn't until February, but I don't care. It's my sneak peek preview card for today. Let me show you how to make it. So what you need is you need these two big hearts here and these two little ones to start off with. We are going to be using this one, but just at the very end because it's a slightly different shape to these two. Now I will tell you that are dies that come with this, however for this project you don't need them. Okay, so what you need is you need your post-it notes. So I've got my pad of post-it notes here. And you need your memento ink. I'll just grab mine. I've already put my stamps onto the block, and we need to create some masks. Dead simple to create masks. What you need to do is you need to notice where the sticky part of the post-it notes are and stamp on those. So these two are the same size and shape, so I'm just going to use one of them for the mask and exactly the same here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp Hug Me, just like that, and Text Me, and I'm going to try and get as much of the stamp onto the sticky part of the post-it note. Okay. Then what you need to do is you need to take a few post-it notes. So I'm going to take about 4. Actually, I might take 5 because I think I did 4 before and fell short. So if you take 5, that way you're going to get 5 masks, but you're only going to cut it once, and you need to use your scissors. Now, the reason why I said the dies aren't very good here is because dies normally leave a gap. So, you know, normally when you die cut something, a die cut will normally sort of do that and leave a gap rather than actually cutting on the exact line. For masking, you need to cut on the line. It needs to be as close a cut as possible. Okay. So there is a Text Me. And there's the Hug Me ones. Taking a bit more time fussy cutting this than usual because of getting it on the line. I always find it a lot easier to fussy cut when you're doing it just around the edge rather than actually on the line. So there we go. Move those out the way. You then need a piece of basic white cardstock that is the same size as your card base. So you'll see this fits on perfectly. So it's 10.5 centimetres by 14.8 centimetres, which is what this is here. And we're going to be doing a load of stamping and a load of masking. So you want to bring in all your stamps and your memento, and you want to have your masks handy as well. Both of them here. So to start off with, you want to take any of them, but you want to keep mixing them round. Okay, so if I start up in the top corner with Text Me, which interestingly is exactly what I did on this one, and that was totally random. Once you've done Text Me, put it to the end, go with your cute so that you don't have the same ones next to each other. Okay, grab your post-it note, pull it off and mask up the heart. Okay, so what we're doing here is that you can now stamp your cute interlocking with Text Me, but when you take the mask off, look at that, you're not going to see it. What I would recommend with this is just waiting a couple of seconds after you have stamped it before you put the mask on, and you can keep going with your masks. So at the moment, just because we're playing in this area, I'm going to put a mask over half of a mask again, like that, so that I can get one at the top, and then mix it with the smaller ones as well. So you just want to get a nice range of all of the different hearts that we've got. Now the Hug Me ones, these small ones, I'll tell you, are a little bit more awkward to peel, purely because the sticky is nearly all of this. The sticky comes down to here. So I know I had it with the first time round, and I think actually I've got two there as well. Doesn't matter whether you do stick two down or not, it's not a massive deal. But then just keep going over and building the card up. So I've got Hug Me there, BFF. Let's put that there. Now realistically, I'm not going to be stamping on the Text Me again, so I can just move that one out, cover up just BFF instead. And that way you don't have to have enough mats for the entire card as soon as you're finished in that area. So I won't be stamping around Hug Me again, you know, I can move that off. Just keep going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video now. I'm going to keep going until I've done the entire card, and then I'll show you what the whole thing looks like. Okay? And there we go. Once you've finished stamping them and peeling off all the masks, you have got your background piece already. Now the reason why I jumped from the top and then did down here and here was because you've got two different ways of doing this card. You can have full hearts with bits behind them in random places, like I have here, here, here and here, because of the way I did them. And you'll notice on this card I've got the same, whereas this is a full heart just underneath here, and this was a full heart up here, and you've kind of got them interloping. Or you can do it like this as a background, where you've got just one full heart and everything else being behind them. I personally like it a bit more random, and that's why I separated my masks around. It does create some bigger spaces at the back, but that can't be helped, and I think it looks nice as it is. So the colours that we're going to be using to colour in is we're going to use light and dark Flirty Flamingo. We're going to use light and dark Pool Party. That's mint macaron. I didn't mean to pick mint macaron up. Pool Party, Hells. You said Pool Party. There we go. Light and dark Fresh Freesia, which is just there. And then light and dark Smoky Slate, which I'm going to put to the side and leave to the end, because I don't want lots of Smoky Slate. You'll notice I've only just put it in random places. I want more of the actual colours. So I'm just going to move that to the side, and I'll bring that in later. With this, it's dead simple. What you want to do is you want to use the dark to go around the outside, like that. And then you want to use the light to go over the whole thing. And if you do it in circular motions, when you get nearer the edge, it will start pulling the colour out the edge into your heart. You don't want to pull it out too much. You still definitely want it to be darker around the edge, but just sort of, I'll pull it up towards the camera so you can see a bit better. Just sort of like that. Okay. So what I actually did was I took the lights off the table to start off with and just started with the darks. Okay, so then I went on to the next one, which was Flirty Flamingo. And I sort of worked this out in my head. I didn't want two Flirty Flamingos ideally next to each other, the same as I didn't want two fresh freesias or two pool parties. So for instance, here would be a pool party. Here I can work out would be another fresh freesia. So I just sort of went around the card randomly, doing the outlines, and then filled them all in. Okay. Hopefully you can sort of see the way I'm going about it. I mean, if there are two next to each other, like these two here end up being quite close, it's not a problem. I just didn't want that all over the card. I did want to have sort of sporadic colours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up again so that you can watch me colour in sort of high speed. So my fingers are going like this, but it's not going to be sort of as watching paint dry and watching me colour all of them. Okay, so I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so now I've done all of the outlines. I'm going to come in with the 4 lighter colours, and I'm going to do what I did on this one and bring all the light colours in as well. I'll speed this up again for you so that you don't have to sit and watch me do it, and I'll see you at the other end when they're all done. So now that's all finished and done, you can just go to the decorations. So for the decorations on this card, you just want a piece of scrap basic white. So I've got a piece here, and you want to use that slightly awkward shape from before. This one here, that's a different shape heart to the others. So this is the I love you, or love you. And you just want to stamp that and colour that in one of the colours that you've chosen. I'm going to stick with Flirty Flamingo. I like pink hearts. But saying that, I did actually really like the colour scheme for this card. I think that's why I didn't put so much of the smoky slate in it, because, you know, it's a bit of a bold, powerful colour there, and I just wanted the pastels to kind of like steal the show a little bit. I do generally quite like the pastel colours. Snip, snip. Again, you want this to be close to the line. Okay, and then there's lots of sentiments on this. Happy to have you in my life, happy Valentine's Day, as well as the sentiments that's in the hearts. I've gone for happy Valentine's Day, so I'm just going to oh, I've already popped it on my block. That was organisation skills at its finest. Memento black, ink it up, and you just want a strip, so I'm going to do it on this top strip up here. Happy Valentine's Day. And keep it quite to the edge, there we go. And then you just want your trimmer to be able to trim this out. So what you want to do is you kind of want to trim it quite tight on the top and underneath, sort of like that. But because it runs for the entirety of the card, just chop it at 10 centimeters. Okay, smoky slate cardstock for the background piece. So what I'm going to do is that is roughly a centimetre, so I am going to chop it at 1.5 centimetres. And I'm going to do it at 10.5 centimetres. I think actually it should have been 1.25 centimetres, but we can work that out when we get there. You know what I'm like, I don't like sort of measuring these, I just like to see how they feel. That feels fine actually, so it's a good job I didn't rectify it. a bit of adhesive along the back of that and stick that down. I think I went tighter on my previous one, but it doesn't really matter. It's whatever you sort of, yeah, I was a bit small on the other one, but it's going to go across there like that with the love you just sitting on top of it. What you want before you do that is some silver twine. This is from the annual catalogue. It's from the Elegantly Said bundle. And you get this, and you get a gold one. And the silver one obviously came as packed as the gold one. You can tell which is my favourite colour. I have used it loads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a bit of adhesive underneath where the sentiment's going to go. And then I'm going to wrap this around one finger, pop another finger in, wrap it around 3, pop my little finger in, wrap it around 4, and hold it tight where the wraps are. Okay, so then pull it off my fingers, keep holding it, and I want to stick this bit here, which is held in my fingers, down on the glue that I've put in the card. So I'm just going to do that now. Oh, I didn't do that fantastically well. I let go. If you let go, it doesn't matter. You want a medium size one that's just a little bit bigger than that small one, and then a bigger one that's bigger than both. So it's just so you've got 3 different lengths. Don't worry, that will stick in place once you put your sentiment on. It's just because it's a bit fatter, that's all. With the sentiment, grab a couple of dimensionals. There's your one. And there's your other one. Actually, yeah. There you go. And then you want to stick the heart on. Well, where have I put my heart? There it is. I'm just going to actually stick this with the adhesive. I'm not going to stick it up on a dimensional or anything. I'm just going to stick it on there like that. Okay. If this still continues to not play ball, like it's not, that's fine. You can put just the smallest bit of adhesive onto your card, literally just that, and stick. There you go. It's played ball. You tell it what to do. You're in charge of the twine, not the twine in charge of you. So I've got our iridescent pearls. Love these. These are the new, sorry, iridescent rhinestones. They're in with this suite in the new catalogue. Another sneak peek for you. Okay, love them. Just gonna grab my what's it? What have I used? I've used the medium size ones here, and I have put 3 on sort of the bottom portion of this card just to give it some bling. And then finally, to finish the card off, you're going to pop your adhesive along the back of it. Grab a card base. And there you go, there's your card finished. I loved it. This was exactly what I envisaged doing when I saw the whole suite in the catalogue. And I bought the stamps. I didn't get the dies, but I did get the pearls. And I just fell in love with it. And I didn't get the paper because I thought, well, I can just do this myself. But they're love hearts, and I love love hearts. This is just a very happy set for me. So hopefully you like it. It is available to you from the 4th of January. For every £45 you spend in my store, you will get a free gift while the celebration promotion is on. So do take advantage of that. You can buy everything I've used from SlimmandStylish.stampinup.net. The new stuff will land in there on the 4th. Check out the other sneak peek previews in the run up to the catalogue launch, and I will see you soon. Thanks everybody, bye. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.slimmandstylish.stampinup.net.
Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day.